Hello everyone, greetings and good day to all of you. Today with these slides I'm going to discuss the chapter 2. The name of the chapter is Introduction to Java. What are the contents of the chapter 2? The first is Introduction to Java. What is the difference between applet and application? Next, what is the difference between bytecode and source code? What is Java Virtual Machine? The two-stage compilation process of Java, and in the end, we will be introduced by the features of the Java. So this slide is about the introduction of the Java. Java is a programming language. Now what is a programming language? It is a set of the instructions which are used to give computer to perform any task. So Java is a programming language which is developed by James Arthur Gosling at Sun Microsystem. The man James Arthur Gosling is known as the father of the Java programming language. Initially it was called Oath, but later the name was changed into Java. Now the fourth point is important to note that it is object oriented as well as this is platform independent language, and this feature makes Java a highly popular language. Now what is object oriented? The object oriented follows all the four features: abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance and polymorphism, and Java language follows all these four features, so that makes Java object oriented language. It is a platform independent language. It means Java program can work with any platform or it can execute under any operating system. So for example, if a Java program is made under a Windows 10 operating system, the same Java program can execute under a Unix operating system or under a Linux operating system. So this feature, platform independent language, makes Java a highly popular language. In the next slide, we learn the difference between applet and application. Now both are Java programs. What is the difference between applet and application? Now let's understand. As the definition says, applets are the small Java programs which are written to be transmitted across the internet and executed by Java compatible browser. If you notice this definition carefully, there are two terms, internet and the browser. So what are the applets? Applets are basically Java programs which are written for the internet kind of environment, and for downloading or for execution on the viewer's machine, the viewer's machine needs a browser. Applet cannot access the local resources. It means once you download the applet on the viewer's machine, these Java programs cannot modify or cannot access the local files of the machine. And as they are internet based programs, so they remain embed or they open in the web pages. Applets have graphical user interface. It means the output of the applets are produced on the graphic user interface. What is the example of applets? All the games which you play on internet or all the advertisements that comes and display on internet are the example of applet program. On contrast to these, we have an application. So the definition says an application is a Java program executed on any computer by JVM. The full form of JVM is Java Virtual Machine, and what is this you will learn in the further slides. But simply you understand that any Java program which you write is known as an application. They can access the local resources. It means if you are downloading application under different operating system or on different platform, then on viewer's machine the application can access or modify the local files. They can be write on any text editor. It means that in this session you will learn how to write the application in BlueJ environment. So on any text editor, applications can be write. The fourth point is can have GUI or CUI. It means the output of the application can be produced on the graphic user interface or a command user interface. So what is an application? Any Java program is the example of an application. For example, any Excel file or any database management file or any program which you learn to write in a BlueJ environment is an example of an application. Now, the next slide is the two types of Java code. Now we have the two types of Java codes are source code and the bytecode. Now first we understand that what is a compilation. The compilation is translation of the high level language into a machine level language. It means the translation of the English language into a machine level language is known as a compilation. So the two types of Java code are source code and the bytecode. The definition of source code says that this is a Java program before the compilation. And the definition of bytecode is this is a Java program after a compilation. So any Java program before a compilation is known as a source code, and the same Java program after a compilation is known as a bytecode. Again I am repeating this line, that a Java program before the compilation is known as a source code, and the Java program, same Java program after a compilation is known as a bytecode. The second point is source code is a human understandable code. Why it is human understandable code? Because it is written in an English language or high level language, as this language is understood by us, so it is a human understandable code. And the bytecode is a machine understandable code. It means this code can be understood by the machine only, so it must be in a binary level language or in any language, but this code can be understood by the machines only. The third is source code has an extension .java and the bytecode has an extension .class. So a Java program before a compilation is saved by the extension .java, and after the compilation the extension is changed into .class. With the help of this diagram, let us again understand the difference between source code and the bytecode. I try to explain with a small program in which we are displaying the name of our school. So I write class school, under a school as we write public static void main function, and in the main function we are displaying the name of the school with the help of system.out.println statement. Now suppose I save this program with the name myfile.java. Now .java is the extension of the source code. I save this program and I compile this program. After compilation, this source code is converted into a bytecode. I am trying to write 010101 as this is the machine language and it is understood by the machine only. Now this bytecode has the same name, my file, but what is the extension? .class. So again I am repeating, in the source code the name of the file is myfile.java, and in the bytecode the name of the file is myfile.class. So what is a bytecode? It is a set of the machine language instructions which makes Java platform independent language, as it is independent of the underlying hardware. Independent of the underlying hardware means the bytecode can work with 32-bit architect or it can work with 64-bit architect hardware. So that is only for the today's class. The rest of the slides we will discuss in next time. Thank you so much.